Alright, this is another one. Breaking. Tinubu loyalist Babatunde Fowler returns to EFCC over 9.2 billion naira allegedly linked to his account. Alright, the news in detail. Babatunde Fowler, former chairman of the Federal Internal Revenue Service, FIRS, on Monday returned to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC for further questioning. Fowler was said to have reported at the Lagos State Office of the EFCC over FIRS's involvement in alleged financial misappropriation during his tenure. The sum of 9.2 billion naira from Lagos Inland Revenue Service and Alpha Beta was said to have been traced to Fowler's personal account. Recall that the EFCC had a few weeks ago invited Fowler for questioning over a 5 billion naira fraud perpetrated in the agency under his watch. Earlier, 9 senior officials of the agency were detained by the EFCC over alleged multi-billion naira fraud in 2019. Fowler was sacked by President Muhammadu Buhari in 2019 after a query for worsening tax revenues since 2015. He was also accused of a lavish lifestyle, bankrolling extravagant parties and concerts in Lagos, poor corporate governance structures at the FIRS, poor audits at the FIRS, high-handedness in office, diversion of funds, brazen corruption, and awarding contracts to stooges and cronies. He was still being questioned at the Lagos office of the Anti-Graft Agency as at the time of this report. Okay, looks like you have Alright, and that is that. A lot of people have been like, wow, this is serious. Well, it is obvious that seasoned banker and tax administration guru Babatunde Fowler is not having a pleasant experience at the moment. Curiously, Fowler, who only was adjudged a cent given his perceived and well-advertised record of performance while in office as the Federal Inland Revenue Service FIRS boss, is now facing a serious investigation. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC is interrogating him. In fact, that a lot of things have been done wrongly in his possession. Okay, and as it is at the time before now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC was interrogating him over an alleged 100 billion naira tax evasion leveled against a tax firm, Alpha Beta Consulting. Well, on Monday, November 2nd, Fowler, who was also a former Chief Executive Officer, Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, was a guest of the Anti-Corruption Agency as ART responded to its invitation. Well, a former Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Alpha Beta Consulting, Dapo Apara, has accused the firm of tax fraud to the tune of 100 billion naira. Okay, in a petition to the EFCC in 2018, Apara stated that Alpha Beta, the firm given exclusive right to monitor and collect internally generated revenue IGR, okay, on behalf of the Lagos government, has become an avenue for official corruption of government officials, a conduit pipe for massive money laundering scheme, tax evasion, among other vices. In the petition written by his lawyer Adetunji Shoyoye and associates, the ex-CEO claimed that the fraud had been covered by powerful politicians in the state. The petition signed by Adetunji Adegboyega on behalf of the law firm read in part, over the years, the company has been protected and shielded by some powerful politicians and people in the society, which made them to always boast of being untouchable. But our client, feeling the need not to keep quiet again and strengthened by his belief in the fact that the government of President Muhammadu Buhari is keen on fighting corruption, which has been the bane of our country, is of the firm belief that it's time to expose and open the can of worms called alphabeta consulting. There were initial denials that Fowler was never invited for any talks by the EFCC. Okay, and Fowler had fought many battles even as FIRS chairman, as his critics never gave him a breathing space. There were several petitions against him as well as presidential query. Fowler accusers ensured they laid everything bare. Well, in their view, despite his claims of raising huge revenue for the government, they had argued that in all the years under him, the actual amount collected as tax fell below the targeted budget and was as low. The reason they maintained he Alright, the reason they maintained it should be queried by President Muhammadu Buhari over variances between budgeted collections and actual collection. Perhaps, apparently, aware that his chances of clinching another term of 4 years as the country's #1 tax collector was very slim. All right, wow, that is serious. Most definitely the case in which this man had found himself right now, I'm very sure is not in a very good state right now. And a lot of people are still of the opinion that yes, this is good for you. In fact, and all of you will be brought down in no time. All the people who have been thinking that they can go scot-free, they can embezzle our money and go scot-free and make us to suffer, they will never go unpunished. That is it. Well, as far as Nigeria is concerned right now, a lot of people are not smiling. All right, that is it, my people, on this one. Let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.